If you'd like to buy every single vehicle available in the garage, you'd have to spend 17,211,000. And that's quite a big amount. And almost half of it is 1 million vehicles. We have 8 of them in the game, meaning if you would like to buy all of them, you would have to spend 8 million cash. Also, we have limited drone, which also was on 1 million vehicle, but as you know, you can't buy it anymore. But are they all really worth 1 million? Which 1 million vehicles should you buy first? Which is the best? Let's try to answer these questions in this video. First ever 1 million vehicle added to the game was the monster truck, and we'll also start with this vehicle in our tier list. It got added in September 2017. 1 million cash then was something out of the world. This vehicle has the highest suspension of all vehicles, meaning you can easily go off-road with it. Like, I think there is no obstacle that can stop this vehicle from going, apart from one thing. Even though this vehicle has very high suspension, it sometimes has some issues when you drive, like this one. Thankfully, it's not that bad as it used to be earlier. I think some changes were made after I used this vehicle for the last time. Also, it's nice choice for going in bigger group, as it has 6 seats. Yeah, if you're a cop and try to stop this vehicle, well, good luck. Maybe you will be able to eject the criminals, but good luck in arresting 6 of them. Anyway, this vehicle, in my opinion, is strong B tier, as it doesn't have that high speed and kinda loses its potential when you grind with 4 or less people. Second ever added 1 million vehicle to Jailbreak is the Vault Bike, a one-seat bike with futuristic look. It got added to the game 3 months after the monster truck, and at that moment it was most overpowered vehicle, beating the Brulee. Vault Bike had 2 major changes in whole history. First one was terrible, making it bouncy as hell, and second, a revamp, removing the bounciness and changing the look. Nowadays, Vault Bike is one of the most overpowered vehicles in the game. Its ability to go through the whole map without losing that much speed is unbeatable. But it also has downsides, which is its disability to fly. This means you can do a ramp jump, but this also means that it's gaining much speed when it's just slightly above the terrain. Second downside is the pit and pop tires time, and also pit hitbox. But despite that, I believe that this vehicle is one of the best vehicles in whole game, and it deserves the S tier. After adding the Vault Bike, the developers decided to add a 1 million helicopter, for most people known as Blackhawk. When it got added in April 2018 at the anniversary update, it was the fastest aerial vehicle and also got missiles which you could aim with. By the way, it just had its 8th birthday, so happy birthday Blackhawk. Anyway, it also had the most seats in the whole game, and actually nowadays, only Goliath beats its 8 seats plus a rope. Blackhawk is, obviously, the best helicopter in the game, and if you have a lot of friends you would like to stay in one vehicle with, is probably the best choice. This vehicle has only one drawback, and it's the fact that this vehicle is aerial. And with this comes one thing, you can spawn it only on helipads. Meaning that if you lose your Blackhawk, for example because you were robbing the train, you will lose some time before you can go to other robbery. So considering all these facts, I put the Blackhawk on A tier. This vehicle is very good, but I wouldn't use it on my daily basis. After the Blackhawk, we had to wait for over 1 year for next 1 million vehicle, and up next we had the Fighter Jet. This vehicle has its own mechanic when in the air, and it also has missiles, similar to the Blackhawk. But there is a difference between missiles from heli and the jet. In heli you can aim your missiles with your mouse, and jet has guided missiles on every vehicle which is driven by other player. Meaning you can easily shoot an enemy helicopter or just a vehicle down with this jet. Also, the jet is the fastest aerial vehicle you can drive, going 212 mph in the sky. Though, its obvious drawback is how you control it. This system is not user-friendly, and many people avoid the jet because they simply can't control it. It became a bit easier when they added A and D controls, so you can turn in the air easier, but still it's not that simple as helicopter, for example. And again, it's an aerial vehicle which cannot be spawned anywhere you want. One cool thing which only jet can do is catching the cargo plane. And actually, this is the only thing why I use the jet, so I think no one will be shocked that I put it on the C tier. This is how our tier list looks like right now, and our next vehicle will be the Sloop. This vehicle got added in the 2020 live event update, and it spawns in one of the most hidden places. Well, of course it's a ship, it can only go on the water, and just because of this vehicle becomes a little bit useless. It has overwhelming 62 mph top speed, and well, that's pretty much it about this vehicle. One thing I would like to share is this secret function. When you go near the broken ship at this island while it rains, your ship will become a possessed one. Yeah, and now congrats on wasting 1 million if you bought it. That's obvious F tier. Let's get to the next vehicle. If we go chronologically, next vehicle would be the Blade. New, hovering and extremely fast vehicle. But it got removed due to copyright issues, so we'll move to the next vehicle, a bit heavy one, the Tank. The Tank got added in 2021 winter update and was lagged by many. The vehicle itself is of course slow, cause it's a tank, but it also can fire missiles and has 4 seats, but the front right is a tower operator if someone sits there. It also has a VIP server game mode, Tank Royale, which is a nice way to have fun with your friends. But besides that, this vehicle is similarly useless as Sloop. The only difference is that you can actually fight cops with it. However, in normal grind I use it only once or twice, so I put it on a D tier. But wait, did I forget about the Trailblazer which got added 3 months earlier than the Tank? No, I didn't forget about it. I purposely put it now, because this vehicle is actually very great. The day it got added it wasn't that OP, but after the balance changes and minigun addition, this vehicle became a real beast. I would say that this vehicle is kind of the fusion of a supercar and the off-road vehicle, because it has pretty nice launch speed and top speed, but it also can go off-road quite easily. 240 mph for this vehicle is way too high in my opinion and makes it really overpowered. As a criminal, it's nice to drive and easily go from one robbery to other, and if cop tries to pit you, you will be slowed down only for 1 second. Even a cop in a roadster can stop this vehicle. And if you use it as a cop, you will become a real nightmare for criminals, as you have these miniguns on the top. Because of that, you can easily catch the criminal. Trailblazer has nice top speed, and once you pit the criminal, you have them in the minigun's range, meaning that you can pop their tires, and then they are cooked. Personally, I was shocked when I spawned this vehicle to record a background video for this video, and it turned that this vehicle is that good. All in all, I decided to give this vehicle a S tier, and I really recommend buying it. And now we have last 1 million vehicle to rate. This is of course our newest one, the Bionic. This vehicle is the replacement for Drone, which went off sale once this vehicle came out. But it's a better version of it. And by the way, did they forget to remove this confetti? Anyway, Bionic is next hovering vehicle, which is going 155 mph at its top speed. It also has special speedometer UI and special sounds. And not gonna lie, this vehicle is cool to drive, and of course difficult to catch by the cop, like every vehicle which cannot be pitted. But similar to the Blackhawk, it cannot be spawned in our normal garage, so it's a bit difficult to grind with it, especially when you rob the plane or the train. And because of that, I don't use this vehicle myself that much, and I think it doesn't deserve a S tier, but still it's very good vehicle, so I put it on an A tier. And by that, we've rated every 1 million vehicle, and this is our final tier list. In my opinion, I would recommend getting the Vault first, and later buy the Trailblazer, Bionic and Army Heli. Other vehicles are not necessary to be bought, but of course once you get millions of cash you can buy the rest. Anyways, I hope that this video helped you, and remember to like and subscribe for more, and see ya next time.